Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I know that this is not typically how one should look on YouTube, but I really just wanted to do the quickest video on a 5 to 10 minute makeup routine because I feel like after COVID, a lot of people started to embrace the no makeup look and started to embrace more skincare. So I really wanted to go over my own personal like 5 to 10 minute makeup routine that literally anyone can wear to work, running errands, taking care of the kids, maybe just like a day date. I just really wanted to kind of go over it because I think a lot of us are just embracing simplicity anymore. And since my face is not really looking the best because, you know, it's that time of the month where I just love myself so much and don't gain any weight and don't break out and have flawless skin. I figured this would be an amazing opportunity for me to just like show you guys how I go through my skincare and just the most simple makeup routine. So I just cleanse my face. I always cleanse my face in the morning with a cleansing balm. I typically use my Gen Damager Beauty Gentle Foaming Nourishing Cleanser, but I use that at night. No matter what cleanser it is, for some reason when I cleanse my face in the morning and at night, I break out more because a lot of the times you can actually rinse away a lot of the good bacteria and oils that you need on your face to help combat, you know, dry skin and breakouts. So for me, when I wash my face too much, I actually break out more and become more dry. So I try to balance it. And in the morning, I use a cleansing balm. And then at night, I use my Gentle Foaming cleanser. All of the products from today's video too will be linked down below in the description box, so please make sure that you guys check them out. So yeah, let's get to it. First things first, always skincare. No matter if you're doing a simple look or like the best, most heaviest beat, I will always do skincare first. Every one of my clients that I do gets like a little mini facial because if you do not prep your skin properly, your makeup will not look as good. It will not last as long. And honestly, you won't need that much makeup if you just take care of your skin to begin with. So I just cleanse my face with a gentle cleansing balm. I got any of the skincare that I use at night off. I'm feeling quite dry actually, so I am breaking out, of course, again, because it's that amazing time of the month. Blessings. I'm just gonna start with all of my skincare. So first things first, I come in and I use either I ran out of a ton of skincare, but I leave for a trip on Monday. So I'm kind of like holding off from purchasing anything until after I get back. I always start with do I have it? Yes, I actually still have the package. I typically do the Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads from Elemis. These guys right here, if it's gonna focus, but that's fine. These guys right here, I love these facial pads. They're absolutely amazing. I will either use this or I will use the Rehydrating Ginseng Toner from Elemis. If it isn't my skincare line, it's Elemis. Blessings, why isn't this? I'll link it all down below. I will use this toner just to kind of go over everything, prep my skin, get it all nice and supple for all of the skincare. I just use the Jenny Patinkin reusable facial pads. They're like little terry cloth towels, and I just lightly I try to always, whenever I can, go in an upward motion. Oh my god, my face is so bad right now. Apologies for that. After I have it all nice and toned, I will go in with my Gen Damager Beauty Renew Firming Eye Cream, this guy right here. This does have a trace amount of retinol in it, so if you are pregnant or going to be spending a ton of time in the sun, just be mindful of it. However, it is a very small amount, so it's going to help with anti-aging throughout the day. However, it also has lots of hyaluronic acid in it and moisturizers to help keep you moisturized all day long. I'm just gonna lightly tap this on, and then I lightly use my ring fingers to just kind of spread it and let that sit. And I do a little bit on my eyelids as well, like under my brow bone. After that, I use the Elemis Superfood Facial Oil. I never was able to use oils until I found this oil from Elemis. Oils typically make me break out, but this one was gentle enough where I wasn't breaking out from it. So I just lightly pat that all over my face. Also, a lot of people think that if you have oily skin, you shouldn't use oils because it'll actually make you more oily. However, you actually want to fight oil with oil. A lot of the times why people are oily is because their skin is actually very dry and their skin is trying to like overcompensate for the moisture. So actually, if you have oily skin, I highly recommend the Superfood Facial Oil from Elemis. This one, it smells amazing and it's so gentle. It also is extremely drying. But like not in that, no, it's like a dry oil is what I mean. No, it's not drying. It's going to make you very, very moisturized. But what I mean by that is that it's going to, the oil isn't going to like sit on top of your skin. It actually absorbs and makes your skin feel so nice. I was finding that a lot of oils, they were using things like petroleum oils and stuff like that, which isn't good for you. When you use an oil, it should dry down where it doesn't actually, you don't feel it on top of your skin, which is what this one does. I hope that, did that explanation sound good at all? I don't even know. I have no idea. Regardless, I love this oil. I'm not typically one who can use oils, so the fact that I can use this one because my skin is pretty sensitive, if I can use it, anyone can use it. Okay, like, can we not please? Next up is the Total Antioxidant Defense Serum from my line, my skincare line. I use this every single day. I don't play games when it comes to sun damage or environmental damage. This is jam-packed with antioxidants, vitamin C, which is an antioxidant, and ferulic acid. So what that means is it's going to help protect you from damage in the environment and from the sun. However, it is not an SPF. SPF actually reflects the sun's rays off of your skin. This is just going to help protect your skin and add like a defense barrier so that it doesn't do more damage. Antioxidants are what you want in your skin to help brighten it, and it helps brighten it by not allowing the environment to damage your skin basically. So if you have like lots of dark spots or freckles, I highly suggest adding a defense serum to your skincare routine, like a vitamin C serum, like this one, to help combat that. I just like to lightly press that all around my skin. It is extremely lightweight as well, no heavy oils or moisturizers. It really is just that defense serum that you need, and you're good to go. My coffee is starting to get cold and I hate it. Blech. Next up is the Skin Perfecting Daily Moisturizer, also from my skincare line. I am obsessed with my moisturizer. It is literally like, oh, it's like butter. It's like butter. Lightly just pat this and then massage it in. It is so just like cooling and moisturizing. It is very lightweight. It is my pride and joy, my moisturizer. Ugh, there's just nothing bad I have to say about it, basically. Except the fact that it always sells the hell out. And then when I go to order more, it like takes forever to get here because it's just amazing. Always make sure you get your ears, down your neck, and on your décolletage, your boobies. So that is my skincare, my morning skincare routine. The last step I always do is sunscreen. This is the Syvan SPF 50. I have talked about this so many times on my Instagram when I do my storyals. And they sent me a box of like product and I tried some things out. This was the first thing I tried out and I still have it. I absolutely love this sunscreen. It's super lightweight. You do not need a lot. It will last you forever. I do not have a discount code. This is not an ad. I mean, they sent me some products, but I'm not paid to say any of this. I'm literally just obsessed with this sunscreen. So I always put this over top of my moisturizer. I make sure I really get into my hairline. I make sure I get the tops of my ears and all around my ears, down my neck. It's just not oily or heavy. It just feels good. Again, it dries down and really absorbs nicely so you don't feel like a grease ball when you put on, oh, I hate that feeling. When you put on sunscreen, it's just like, you just feel like you need an instant shower basically. Not with this one. So I'm obsessed with this one. I will link it down below. Actually, I need to leave that out because I actually need to pack it. Oh my God, I have so much stuff I have to reorder. This is insanity. And still pack. Blessings. So for my skincare, corgis. So I always let my skincare kind of like sit, absorb a little bit. I'll get all of my makeup stuff ready, or if I'm still in my pajamas, I'll go get dressed. I'll worry about that and then come back and then start my makeup. So it's been a few minutes now. My hair is like Can we talk about my hair right now in this top knot? I am going to go in with my favorite primer of all. This is the Moira Rose Hydra Enhanced Priming Moisturizer. So again, more moisturizer. I love moisturizer. I believe it's what makes our makeup look so flawless. When our skin is nice and moisturized and supple, our makeup adheres to the pores a lot easier. If your skin is kind of like dry and rough and it isn't moisturized properly, that makeup is just gonna kind of sit there and it's gonna be hard and it's not really gonna go anywhere and it's gonna look really textured. So when your skin is moisturized, that's chef's kiss. That's when your makeup is literally going to look amazing. It's going to adhere to pores properly. It's going to adhere to pores properly, and it's going to just look flawless, and you don't need a lot. When your skin is dry and it's kind of like moving around on that dry texture, it kind of like will start to wear off maybe on one area and you need to put more on. That's not the idea of makeup. Makeup should be applied in thin layers. It shouldn't be piled on. Just at least that's what you're gonna find here. No hate to anyone who loves to, like, again, put that beat on. Girl or boy, go for it. I'm here. I love watching that. For me here, my style is extremely light-handed. I love a good natural beat. I don't know. I feel like makeup should be comfortable when worn. It shouldn't be uncomfortable. Thin layers, very natural is what you guys are gonna find here for sure. Once I have on a little bit of that primer, you do not need a lot of this primer. Again, let it sit for a few minutes, let it sink into the skin. Oh my God, I cannot talk. Let it sink into your skin a little bit, let it sit. I get all of my stuff out and then we can start. So let's go. Let's see here. For my makeup look today, I'm only going to use like a handful of products. Again, I'm just going to be doing things around the house, getting the house ready for the house sitter to come and stay here with the pups. You know, do things out in the yard, just kind of like finish getting ready before a trip. So I always love to start it with my By Terry CC Serum brightening serum. So this stuff is absolutely amazing. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that the brightening CC serum is literally one of my like go-tos. Sometimes I just put this on over top of like whatever I just did and leave. It is absolutely, I think there's 6 different colors now. I use number 4, Sunny Flash, so it's super bronze and it's gonna look really bronze when I put it on, but I promise you it actually absorbs into the skin and becomes lighter. So just FYI, it gives just a really, really, really nice, shake it up really good, really nice glowy look. It's actually, this is also almost out. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to come home and spend like $1,000 on all my skincare. Because that's exactly what this is. It's skincare. It's not necessarily makeup. I don't know why it's not focusing. I apologize, guys, but you guys saw how bronzy it is. I am just going to put this all over my face. As you can see, it is very, very bronze, and I'm gonna look real ridiculous, but that's all right, okay? I embrace the ridiculousness, okay? Stop it. It is a tad bit tinted, you can see. Once you start working it in, oh my God, my skin feels amazing. Oh my God. It just kind of gives like the nicest glow to you. And it just becomes your skin. I love this. Sometimes I just put this on and I go. Like, this is all I need. I need to look like I got 8 hours of sleep. And that's about it. So this is just a really nice addition to my hair right now. I can't. This is just a really nice addition underneath your makeup to kind of like have things, again, mix in, be nice and glowy, give a little bit more moisturizer. Moisturizing? I don't know. Anyway, we're moving on. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. Sometimes I do my concealer before, sometimes I do my concealer after. It depends on what mood I'm in. So today I'm gonna do my concealer before because it's actually a really light concealer because it's from the winter time, but that's okay, I don't mind. I'm just gonna brighten up under my eyes and all of these damn blemishes that I have. Also around my birthmark on my face. Look at all these damn blemishes. Blessings. Once I have that concealer on, I'm gonna grab one of my concealer brushes. This is the C31 from Rose & Ben. This guy right here, it looks like this. I don't know why nothing is focusing, but we're just gonna, wait a minute. I put concealer all over on one eye and not on the other. This is a day in the life, just FYI, y'all. I cannot. I'm going to press that all in. This is actually a really small concealer brush, which is fine. I don't mind it being a little bit smaller because you can actually get into like detail areas. Like I can really get into the corner of my eye. I also love my angled concealer from Anissa, which I will link all the brushes down below. I also have a discount code with Anissa. I love that, like, this one is really good for like pressing concealer into like the little blemishes because you just want to work in that one area. Also, if you don't like using a brush, you can absolutely use a sponge. Sponges work just as well. I always make sure that I wet my sponges, but I'm also lazy, so I don't like to get up and wet. Bubbies is home. Hi, Beebs. I'm just gonna press that in. Again, dry sponge because I'm lazy and I don't like to get up and wet my sponges. I just like to press this in a little bit. Oh, I guess I should tell you guys what that concealer even was. I'm the best YouTuber ever. So that was the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. I absolutely love this. It's built-in skincare along with the concealer, so keeps you nice and moisturized all day long. Why do you keep walking by? What's going on with you? Okay. All right, that's good. Next up, oh my God, again, I need to order foundation now. Like $1,000 later. This is the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation, so Charlotte Tilbury. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I love these two together, the Radiant Concealer along with the Radiant, or the Beautiful Skin Foundation. If you aren't a foundation person, CC cream, BB cream, tinted moisturizer, whatever it is that you want to use. 1.5 pumps on the back of my hand. I like to warm it up. This is the Rose and Ben C42 foundation brush, which I love. And it's super important to have a good foundation brush or sponge or any way that you can press foundation into your skin. Swiping it is just gonna kind of move it around. Until it sets, it's gonna be sitting kind of like on top of your skin. So you really just wanna make sure that you're pressing. You can swipe it first to move the product, but then press it into that area so it adheres to pores a little bit quicker and looks more flawless that way too. Just get my ears a little bit around my hairline. I always make sure I bring it down onto my neck as well. And skin is looking flawless. Beebs is coming up the stairs. How was the gym?
Good.
Good.
There was just a hummingbird floating around outside.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Right up front. It may have even been in the camera. I was like, what the f is that thing? It's massive. And then I watched it and I'm like, it's a hummingbird.
Oh my God, where the hell did a hummingbird come from?
I don't know.
Maybe it's mom. Maybe it's mom for her anniversary.
We've had them a couple times in the back.
This year though, I have not seen a hummingbird yet.
No, not this year, but when we had the hammock up, we were sitting out there one day. Remember one flew like right by us? That was a while ago.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember that. Oh wait, maybe, well, Miss Wendy has her sugar water over there, but that's crazy. We got some hummingbirds now. Next up is some setting powder. So this is my Givenchy Prisme Libre. It's the little baby one. And I'm just taking a sponge and I'm just gonna set whatever I need to. You can use your concealer brush to just kind of like work out any creases. And just keep in mind that all these steps are absolutely interchangeable. If you don't like to use setting powder, then you don't have to. Just use a regular powder, or if you don't like to use a regular powder, or if you don't like to use powder at all, that's fine as well. These steps are interchangeable just for a 5 to 10 minute little makeup routine. These are some of the steps that I know I would do just to kind of get that quick, flawless makeup look. So I set under my eyes and my eyelids just with the setting powder. And if you're an oily person, just make sure you get down and through your T-zone. Or if you know that you crease anywhere too, this powder is really great for having those areas nice and prepped and set. I know it's super humid out, so I am just real quick gonna set through my T-zone. Next up, I'm just gonna take, this is my Anissa. This is the multi-powder brush from Anissa. So it's like angled a little bit. So it's really great for pressing things into the skin. My dogs, whenever I push record, the dogs just wanna freaking walk past my damn door. So this is the Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin Velvet powder. And I'm just going to set around. Literally nothing is happening right now. Can we please stop? Just going to set around my face. No, this is just gonna kind of keep the foundation in place, but also just give me a little bit more coverage because, let's face it, I need it. Why are we going crazy right now? What is happening outside right now? Next up, I'm gonna take a bronzer and just kind of, so everything matches, but of course when you do a foundation like that, you have, well, before foundation, you have all these different variations of colors in your face. So when we kind of do just that one shade, we have to add those variations back in, but we want to add them back in the areas that we want. So I'm going to take my Christian Dior bronzer, but you can use absolutely any bronzer that you like. And this is the C40 from Rose & Ben. And I'm just going to lightly tap this in. I look really pale with this light. OMG. Maybe if I just like warmed it up a little bit, does that help at all? A little bit. I am just going to lightly press this in around my face and give myself angles again and contours on this side. This light a little bit more. I need more natural light in here. So once we have some bronzer back into our face again, this is when I just like to go in with some blush. This is the ColourPop blush that I just got from Target the other day. It was like $12, but it has a pretty decent amount of mica in it, and it has definitely a highlighter. So if for any reason you're not a highlighter person, definitely grab like a more matte blush. Okay, so we just added some of that color back in. I really don't like this. I really don't like this light. There we go. It's a little, I'm not gonna say anything because every time I say something, it actually just gets worse. So next up, I'm gonna go in with my Chella Beauty brow pencil. If you don't like to fill in your brows, I just like to use a little bit. This is the Chella, it was the Chella eyebrow defining gel. This guy right here, you can just throw some gel in or just use like a brush to just kind of like brush them up. On my days where I'm just doing like a 10-minute makeup routine, I'm just gonna use their pencil. I love their pencil. Great pigment, it goes right on, and it's super thin, so I know that I can just make those really natural hair-like lines. If I'm just doing like that 5 to 10 minute look, I don't wanna be bothered with anything. I don't want anything that's going to take me that long to do. So I am looking for like the easiest products to work with, and this is definitely one of them for sure. Just going to lightly in the front, just use very, very light pressure and just kind of flick. On the back of the pencil is like the most amazing little spoolie brush. And I'm just gonna press up. And just kind of comb, press up, just comb up. I can't talk today. And we're not looking for perfection here, we're just looking for an enhancement. So again, if you don't, if you're looking for those really sharp lines or that real defined brow, then hey, absolutely do that. For me, I'm just looking to kind of fill in whatever was like a little in the sparse areas, I guess, and just adding a little bit something to give it a bit more zhuzh, if you will. My husband's saying zhuzh from the bathroom, lovely. He's sitting on the toilet saying zhuzh. Just like to comb them up, give them a little bit of something. Then I like to go in with my gel and just keep them nice and brushed up. So I already have my meal packed for my trip, so I'm just gonna kind of open that. This is what I'm bringing with me. So I have some eyeshadows, my Givenchy powder, my foundation, a little sponge for blending, my perfume, my eyeliner, and then my blush and my bronzer from my by Terry CC palette. Oh, and this definitely needs to be sharpened. So this is the Westman Atelier pencil, eyebrow eyeliner pencil in brown. I love eye pencil, but like eye as in E-Y-E. So usually during the day, I need eyeliner on. Like I feel like when I don't have eyeliner on, I just look like my eyes just look tired and pale. I like to tight line, so I like to kind of go in at an angle like this and just lightly run it along the lash line. Don't worry if it kind of gets everywhere because we're gonna smudge it off. This kind of eye makeup look, or makeup look in general, is not about perfection. It's about just like enhancing what we already have. So as you can see, it just kind of gives like a little bit of a lift to my eye. I don't like, again, I need eyeliner. I'm just someone who needs it. I don't need a crazy wing. I just need a little bit of something right at that lash line. So again, go in at that like 45-degree angle and rub this right along the lash line. And I only go about 2/3 of the way over. So I break my eye up into thirds. I have the first white part is the first third. My iris and pupil are my second third. And then the third third is the white portion in the inner corner of my eye. So I only go the first 2/3 of my eye because that gives emphasis on this part of the eye and it's gonna help lift us up this way. And since I have like more of like an almond shaped eye, I don't want to go inwards too much because then that's actually going to close my eyes in. I feel, again, this is all personal preference. If you're someone who has an almond eye but you'd like eyeliner on your entire lid, absolutely go for it. I like that too. I just like it in a more dramatic look. For me, when I'm just doing like my everyday eye look, I like to only do the first 2/3. Am I thicker on one side? Yes, I am. Make sure you do it evenly. Okay. What do you want? You're such a creep. Ew. Such a creep. Now it's all crooked. Go away. It's all crooked now. Ugh. Okay, that's enough. Always make sure, if you have to fix your eyeliner at all, make it thicker or add a little more. Always turn it to the side and run it along as if it were like a paintbrush. If you need to smudge it at all, sometimes I like to take like a really thin brush, or I just like to take a Q-tip and just lightly kind of pull. Smudge her out. What? Go away! You're so annoying. We're starting to drip. Oh my god, the drip. I cannot with the drip. And yes, I will be keeping this in my nose because what the hell? Also, what the hell? Where's my mascara? Next up is mascara. This is my favorite mascara from Chella. Just the Good Drama mascara. I do not use waterproof during the day because I don't like using waterproof at all unless I'm going to like an event or something. It's just not good for your lashes, and to get it off, it's just really hard to get off. I cannot talk and do this at the same time. Like, but look at my lashes. So this is actually a water-based mascara and also vegan. It's like one of like the only vegan mascaras that you can find like on the market. Like I like to put the wand at the root of my lashes, start to turn this, like turn it like that and wiggle and start to turn, and then as you turn, comb through and comb up. Make sure you touch the end so you're building up the product and building up length on your eyelashes. Oh my god. My husband just throwing dishes around the damn kitchen. I like to go over my lashes a couple times. Like, you can absolutely build up the mascara. I'm not someone who likes to go over them like 6 times. Like, maybe I'll go over them twice. I don't know. Maybe. Last but not least, I like to do, usually I do my by Terry Rose de Balm, which I will also link down below. But I already have that packed for my trip. So I'm actually, which I'm also going to pack this too. But this is the Jamie Makeup Gloss. It's like a gloss and a blush, I think, put together. And this is in the shade the nude one, and it's so nourishing. Or maybe like a balm and a gloss. I don't know. It's like two things. That's why she needs the gloss. But I love this color, first of all. And second of all, it's like, it has like a minty kind of like it's not an aftertaste, an after smell, an after, I don't know. Anyway, it is so comfortable. I absolutely love having it in my purse or just like in my makeup bag, and just kind of like nourishes and puts a little bit of color back into my lips again. So, all right guys, so that is it. That is our 5 to 10 minute makeup routine. I look refreshed. I look a little bit more human than I did before I started, and blemishes are kind of just like camouflaged, and I just feel like I could go to the store and people wouldn't look at me like I look like a troll. So that's the goal, not looking like a troll. That's the goal, not to look like a troll. I should have that put on a t-shirt or something. Moving on. Anyway, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it easy enough. There's a hair. I hope you found it easy enough. If you wanted to add whatever you want, like typically I would add a little bit more highlighter if I had a matte blush, but since this blush already has like a highlighter kind of built in, I'm like, whoa, I have all the glow, so I'm happy with that. Again, this is all personal preference. These are just the typical steps that I find like most important or priority in a 5 to 10 minute makeup routine. Why can't I say that? Like, I feel like I've touched on them and now I can go to work or the store or take care of kids, whatever, and feel like I look nice and human, because that is the goal, to look human. All right guys, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for always being here with me, and get ready because I'm vlogging our entire trip next week, and it is going to be an epic one. It is going to be absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited to show you guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up if you like this video, and any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments because I'm always here to help you guys. With that being said, all my love, have a good one. Bye.